Hey fellas, it's Johnny. I just wanted to let you know that I've got a talk coming up in London. I'm really excited about it. If you missed my last talk, it was a really good turnout. You've got a chance to come to this one. The talk is not this Sunday, next Sunday. I can't remember the date off the top of my head, so today is Friday. It's not this Sunday, it's the next Sunday. So what am I going to talk about? I'm going to give a talk on a number of things, but the main theme of the talk is how to overcome fear and be confident. And when I say be confident, I don't just mean in one area. I don't just mean being confident of people, overcoming social anxiety. I'm talking about in every area, because I've kind of realized through my own journey, and I'm still learning, and through teaching people every week, people are afraid, they're afraid in their life. There's certain areas of their life where they want to achieve stuff, but they're afraid. So some people do well in business, financially, but they're frightened of, I don't know, building a better relationship with their family, being more open with people. I work with a lot of people and help them with emotional sticking points, such as opening up, trusting people more, overcoming breakups. These are all areas of fears. I'm an expert in fear because I've had fears all my life. I still have fears, but I'm an expert at fear because I'm very good at facing my fears. And through facing my own fears, I've built my own successful online business. I've been working for myself for almost 5 years now. I've transformed people's lives all around the world. I've overcome my social anxiety. I've healed my childhood trauma with my dad. I've developed myself. And I'm not saying all this to be arrogant, because it does feel arrogant when I say it. I'm saying it so, well, you know that I know what I'm talking about. You're talking to someone who is very frightened, who grew up on, I came from a council estate, I was on job seekers allowance, I was always frightened of people, frightened of being myself. It affected every area of my life. I'm in a very good place in my life now, which is why I want to share my story. I like sharing my story because every time I share it, it inspires people, it helps them to better their story. So, I don't plan what I'm going to say in my talks. I've got the general theme, but I'm just really going to share all the things I've learned that have got me success. I've been successful in my dating life. I was a virgin until I was 21. I was shy with women. I had a terrible phobia around them. I then became one of the most successful dating coaches in London and in the world. I changed from that to becoming a life coach, teacher, spiritual teacher, and helping people with social anxiety, relationships. And now my teaching has gotten deeper. So I want to inspire you, because I know that you've got fear. I know that you're not pushing yourself enough. I know that already, that's why you're watching my channel. So in the talk, you're going to learn the ideas that I've used, the principles. Probably a lot of them you've heard on the internet, but I think it's good to meet me in person, just to feel that energy. I can transfer it over. And of course I'm going to learn loads from you as well. I'll answer your questions and we'll have a social after. I really want to remind you and invite you, if you've got social anxiety and you're afraid, please come down. I'm very friendly, everyone is friendly, it's okay if you're afraid. Just coming to my event will impact on your life, will change your life. Just coming down, getting around myself and like-minded people will massively benefit you in your life. That's before I've even said a word. Interestingly enough, I had a fear of speaking my whole life. I couldn't speak on a YouTube video. I couldn't do public talks. It was impossible. In school, what they told me? You're going to be a road sweeper. A lot of people growing up, sometimes friends, said, I got labelled shy, and no one believed in me. But I decided to take it upon myself to believe in myself. With rigorous practice over the period of 5-10 years, I achieved all the areas that I was frightened of. And now, my goal is to spread my message wider across the world. Go into schools and talk to kids that were bullied and share my story and so that they can recover from bullying and become confident. Go into businesses and help businesses communicate better and be more honest in their communication, more authentic. That's my goal. That's my goal over the next few years. Grow my business, grow my platform, and continue to inspire people. And I think it's so important that we learn to develop confidence. Confidence is everything. Confidence is currency. If you're not confident, you can't date the woman that you want to be with. If you're not confident, you can't love yourself. You can't love other people. If you're not confident, you can't make money. You can't be financially free. Even if you're not confident, you can't go and join a spiritual class. You can't go and join the gym. Confidence it's a necessity. It's so important. And confidence is something that everyone has. It's not something you go into Tesco's and buy. It's something that is in you, but you have to grow it through experience and practice. And there are many practices that I'm going to share at the talk. So I guess you've kind of got an idea of what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to touch on some of the things I've been through, what I've learned. It's going to be a powerful, positive message, and I'm excited to meet you in person to share it with you. And this all came about with me being a shy man, a shy guy. And I'm still shy sometimes. That's why I continue to face my fears. But so far, this has been working really well for me. I've achieved a really beautiful life for myself. But as I said, I still want to do bigger things. So I'm still learning as well. I'm not some guru who's got everything figured out, but so far, this has really benefited me in my life. And I work with people every week on my 6 weeks program, and I'm changing lives just through the power of honesty, congruency, inspiration, inspiring people to do what they know they can do, but they're afraid. I was afraid for years. I was scared to speak up, scared to take risks, scared to speak to women. And I realized that in all my practices, I was actually building courage, and I was developing I'm trying to get the words right, but I was developing a better relationship with fear, where in the old days I'd get terrified, I'd get a phone bill, I'm afraid. Someone criticising me, I'm afraid. Emotional problem, I'm afraid. Relationship breakdown, I'm afraid. Financial crisis, I'm afraid. So I just started thinking, I'm getting sick and tired of living in fear all the time, letting it bully me, and just being scared all the time. I'm going to stand up to it. Fear has become my best friend. So if you want to come to the talk, it's going to be at 6 o'clock, Trafalgar Square. It's free, it doesn't cost a penny, so no excuses about, so for people that are serious, come down. I'm going to leave my email, johnnyberba80@gmail.com. You can send me an email, book your place. After the talk, we're going to have a social event. The events are brilliant. I'm also inviting women down. A girl came to my last talk, which was a great start. So men and women can come down. If you've got social anxiety, definitely make it. If you're any of those areas I said, struggling relationships, struggling with fear, anxiety, I'm going to share some practical tools that you can manage fear and overcome it. And maybe you'll be given a public talk one day, because I never thought I could do it. I watched my heroes like Les Brown, Tony Robbins, and I thought I can't even speak in front of 5 people. And then I overcome that. I started to speak in front of bigger audiences. And as I said, my goal is to go to school, businesses, and to share my story. So I'll see you at the talk, how to overcome fear and become confident in all areas of your life. I'll see you soon. Enjoy the process.